rotation. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. So the Raptors starting five. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Lillard. Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Lillard passes to Grant. With the clock winding down. Nurkic's shot is good.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Lillard against VanVleet. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. And when you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. VanVleet drives, and he banks in the layup. VanVleet's got 5 points. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Now here's Siakam. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Misses the jumper. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And the dunk by Lillard.
And Lillard, you don't see it much, but man, when he gets up, that's an exciting play.
Pirtle with a screen on Grant. Siakam, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Nurkic, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Top-notch ball handling skills. That's just one of the things separating Lillard from most other point guards.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. The kick out to VanVleet. Outside Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Grant. Following the bucket by the Raptors. Buries it from 3.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, BA. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. Talk about two guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship level team.
Now here's Lillard. Give him 8. outside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Pass to Simons. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Simons. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That shot is off. The Raptors with a lead. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Van Vliet against Simons. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Think about Nurkic and how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March 2019.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Timeout called. Portland. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The baskets were coming early. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So for the Raptors right now, Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
It's Lillard with the drive. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys, BA, are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's Lillard with the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
There's more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Barton comes in for Scotty Barnes. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Benton in for Van Vliet. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
And just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, with the exception of his rookie year. They've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Simons. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Trent's shot is off. For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. There's a screen by Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. Achua with a steal. They're running. Here's Barton. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Hello, Will Barton. Transition is his best friend. Gets a lot of his baskets on the fast break.
Grant the screen. And Lillard, here we go. And the dunk by Lillard.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Nurkic. He has 7. Now here's Lillard. And here's Grant from the arc. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Now Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the 3-point line.
Pass to Trent. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And Portland has possession. After the basket by Toronto. Shot by Nurkic, no good. 35 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Achua. Back to Trent. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
The shot comes out. Toronto has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Can't get it to drop. Lillard right side. That's tipped. And Toronto calls time here. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And an Obi for 3. He got it up in time, but it was not fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Trailblazers leading by a point. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Get ready for the Milwaukee.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Lillard. Nurkic passes to Lillard. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Toronto trailing.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment.
A
a great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And Anunoby gets it to go. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Grant. It doesn't go for him. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Simons with it. Siakam covering. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Here's Lillard. 16 points for him. To the wing on the left. Nurkic finds Lillard. Over on Anunoby. Here's Thibault. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Thibault's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, Lillard seeking out his teammates, just trying to get it to the right guy. He was uncovered.
Pass to Siakam. To the middle. Thibault with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Simons against Van Vliet. Here's Nurkic. And it's Toronto with a rebound. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
First team foul.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet outside. Siakam the screen. Back to Pirtle. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Raptors lead by 1. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
They're out there.
Portland has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Going inside, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Timeout called, Portland. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
It's Lillard with the drive. Pirtle grabs a miss.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Damian Lillard. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. A line change here for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And look out, the weather report might call for an avalanche of buckets from Damian Lillard.
Boucher on the screen. Benton. Off the mark there with a 3. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Simons passes to Nurkic. And here's Thibault. And here's Lillard. Capitalizes off the crossover. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Aggressive scoring is one thing, but to do it as efficiently as Dame does it, man, that jumper is tight.
Back to Achua. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's Boucher with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Now Trent. He's got 5. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And now a 7-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Will Barton. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Benton in at the point guard position. Here's Benton. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Toronto foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Anunoby against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Now Thibault. Nurkic, a screen on Van Vliet. Thibault finds Nurkic. He can't hit that time. Pirtle with some nice D. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Tries again. Pirtle in the post. He's covered by Simons. Tries yet again. With the fadeaway. Kicks it out to Barnes. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the Raptors get it back. Barnes with a screen on Simons. Kicks it out to Siakam. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Portland trailing here. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Now here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. From deep. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Anunoby for 3. Siakam. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
And it's Simons missing. The Raptors have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. The open shot, Van Vliet. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's Lillard. Back to Grant. Pass to Lillard. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Here's Nurkic. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Raptors ball. Toronto ball starts the fourth and final quarter.
Toronto's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
For your Blazers team.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. No luck on that one. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Rebound by Van Vliet. The Raptors with a lead. Siakam, right side. sinks that one from the post. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Raptors making a change here. Chua's checked in. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Lillard passes to Grant. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Jeremy Grant becomes consistent in that area. He'll consistently see his minutes go up.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Over Lillard. Now Chua. Hey, expanding his range. Lillard pulls down the board. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Lillard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years.
The Raptors shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Lillard into the lane. Pass to Nurkic. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Nurkic. Shoots over Siakam. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Raptors ball.
And so here is Toronto. Pass to Anunoby. Thibault with a steal. 3-on-3. Here's Grant. And there's a whistle. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this was
the previous play.
There's so many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 10.
And it's great to see Grant take on a bigger role over time. Now a real focal point of this offense.
There's 6 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Chua. Can't connect. So the Raptors win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so
Kevin Harlan. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Front-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And here's Young from the arc. Another shot. Capella kicks to Hunter. Murray against Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. That shot missing. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Simon. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Lillard understands his guys depend on him to run the offense, including finding them in their spots.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Back to Lillard. With 1 on the clock, and he drives in, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
How about that finish from Dame? Going up with force right there.
The pass to Hunter, stolen by Grant. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. For the finish, hammers it on to polish off the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
The kick out to Young. Collins, a screen on Simons. Clock at 6. And finished off by Collins.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Kicks it out to Grant. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triples.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young inside. He's covered by Grant. And finished off by Collins.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Young looking it over. Pass to Capella. Nurkic with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Simons. And he banks in the layup. Simons has got his second basket.
A smooth athlete with incredible burst in the open floor. Simons makes it look easy.
Young from outside drills the three-pointer.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that group, just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
The Hawks trail by 3. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
Hung outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Young's got 8 points.
When Trae Young is feeling it, he can rip up a defense. Quick release and a confident stroke.
Thibault, the pass to Lillard. Atlanta with the rebound. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Young outside. 1 second left. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed,
The previous play is under review.
he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off. And Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter. He has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Shot clock at 6. Capella sets a screen for Young. Outside for Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
The percentages from range aren't there yet for Murray, but his confidence never seems to waver.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Young from the arc. Lillard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Well, Damian Lillard is such an intelligent playmaker. He sees an opening and dishes the ball.
Young outside. Feeds to Capella. And stolen by Thibault. Kicks it out to Lillard. Launches it. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Capella. Second shot opportunity. And the dunk by Capella.
It's a joy to watch how active Capella is on offense. Fighting for the boards and saving that play.
And then Lillard slams it in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
The Hawks trail by 4. You know, Smitty, last year, the Hawks' top 4 leading scorers were all 24 or younger. That is amazing.
It is, Kevin, and at the top of that list is Trae Young. He's a player Atlanta can build around. It's a matter of finding the pieces to put around Young to complement his game.
Young, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the second quarter. Simons kicks to Nurkic. Buries it from three-point range. And it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Assertive play by Nurkic, going right into his shot basically the moment he has the ball.
Lillard against Murray. Capella sets a screen for Murray. An easy 2 points on the layup. Murray's got 5.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got the lead back up to 7 now for Portland.
Gotta do more than that to stop Lillard. Superb job brushing off the physical defense.
And stolen by Thibault. Young with the steal. Stolen by Grant. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Right wing. Lillard against Murray. And Capella over to help. Grant dishes to Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. Simons the pass to Nurkic. And yes, it's good. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
This is Nurk in his offensive comfort zone, tracking down a high percentage shot.
Young for 3, and he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are
The previous play is under review.
yet officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be over. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
That's the end of the first half. Your score, your Trailblazers, 31. The Hawks, 25.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
On the court for Atlanta, Griffin out there with Bay. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Forrest in at the point guard position. Eubanks, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Grant. Reddish comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Sharp in for Anthony Simons. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Little. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Capable of getting it done from anywhere. Lillard is adept at getting to his spots and finding his rhythm.
Here he goes. Here's Forrest. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Eubanks. They set the screen. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A gifted playmaker. Lillard knows the right call to create for himself.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Bogdanovich looking around. Passes it to Forrest. Just 5 to shoot. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard with it. He's got 14. To the left wing. Now, here's Sharp. Defense is right there. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Okongwu. Here's Forrest, covered by Lillard. Bogdanovich goes in. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Here's Forrest, and that one is stuffed right through.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them, a spark that turned things around.
Griffin with the steal. 1:24 left to play in the third. And they go to the intentional foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. 1:22 left to play in the third. Bay with a screen on Simon. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Bay kicks to Griffin. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish. The Hawks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Simons kicks to Little. And the pass to Sharp. Pass to Eubanks. Little with the ball. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Something that Little is still working out. I like seeing him continue to take these threes.
Here's Forrest. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Eubanks the pass to Little. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I think Simons wanted the whistle. He goes inside and makes havoc.
Portland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Simons drops them both. Now Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. Over Reddish. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
High-level defensive potential for Cam Reddish.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's Cameron Reddish. Then it's Little. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Young. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norkic checked in for Eubanks. Grant comes in for Little. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Reddish. And Lillard subbed in for Charlotte.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Young from outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Young outside. Over Thybulle. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Blazers ball.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Murray. Here's Lillard. They get the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Capella kicks to Murray. Collins setting the pick for Murray. The kick out to Young. Tries again. He lays it in.
Trae Young.
Young's got 4 this quarter.
Whether it's on the drive or from the outside, Trae Young is a problem, a dangerous scorer.
Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Now, here is Young, defended by Thybulle. Lets it go from deep. Outside Collins. Kicks to Hunter. Just 3 to shoot. Capella sends a screen from Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
A tough cover because Murray thrives in the pick and roll. He can beat you with the shot or the pass.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walt and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
And that's an intentional foul.
Anthony Simon. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Young outside. Pass to Hunter. The kick out to Young. And stolen by Thybulle.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Lillard attacking. And the shot goes in. 18 points for Damian Lillard. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Love Capella's IQ on the pick and roll, hitting his mark and then getting himself open.
And Lillard kicks to Thybulle. Murray against Lillard. Passes it to Simons. Over Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Smitty, one player who's really improved in a very short amount of time is Anthony Simons.
Kevin, a dynamic guard who plays with a lot of confidence. He is especially lethal on the offensive end, and it's because he is capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Young, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
In the corner, it's Hunter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Nurkic. A three-pointer off the mark. Murray scanning the floor. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Hunter in at the small forward.
This is Trae Young's specialty. He's just going to stretch out the defense.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Anunoby. From the arc. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Great, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And here's Young following Fred VanVleet's three. A nice shot by Young.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
VanVleet wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young against Anunoby. Collins setting the pick for Young. Collins a screen on Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Young knows his range to answer his opponent.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to VanVleet. Down low. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Capella with a screen on Anunoby. Now Young. 8 points for him. Hefty move. And again, it's Atlanta.
Young's got just incredible confidence.
Raptors leading by 4. And VanVleet launches it from deep. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Murray outside. Outside Collins. Driving the lane and finish off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
Siakam outside. Launches a 3. And no good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the Raptors miss again. Capella with it, now guarded by Poeltl.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Atlanta.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Barnes sets a screen for VanVleet. No good, unable to end this run. The Hawks have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. VanVleet against Young. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Young against Anunoby to the inside. Pirtle with the steal. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. For three, Van Vliet, and that one released in time, but no good.
Like the defensive effort from Young there, he gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
Got and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Young. After the Raptors pick up two. Fires the three. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Trae Young has been inspired by the generation before him. Deep threes, that's his thing.
Feeds to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here is Young. He's got 15. And there's the drive. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Here's Pirtle. Lets the three fly. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 8 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Young inside, covered by Siakam. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
We have to like Collins and his activity level. He's really got a chance to be special.
On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Murray. Young against Van Vliet. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off target from outside. The Hawks leading.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Raptors trail by 5. Harden passes to Achua. And here's Trent outside.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Murray scanning the floor, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and
and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Boucher with a screen on Murray. Trent. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Young. 21 points in the game. Uncovered. Capella kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Capella sets a screen for Young. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the shot is good. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
Quick thinking there from the big man Collins. He used his length and some good quick hands to get that one.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Trent, a screen on Young. Manton, the pass to Trent. Three-pointer. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Trent passes to Achua. Drives to the hoop. Sweet move. And he lays it up and in. Achua's got his first points of the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And so it's
The Hawks, 39. Fans, put this together and get loud for the JohnWick.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Sinks the three-pointer. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Collins showing more and more some moves that he's getting comfortable with.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
John Collins, 2 shots.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. The Hawks leading by 5. Takes it inside, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. VanVleet outside. Pirtle kicks to Anunoby. Toronto calls timeout. Bays checked in for Atlanta. VanVleet outside. 5 on the clock. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Pirtle.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That's his first foul. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's VanVleet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And an aggressive inside play there from VanVleet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
For your Raptors.
And so VanVleet nails both of them. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Anunoby against Bogdanovic. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
VanVleet outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Forrest. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bogdanovic against Barnes. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovic, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Siakam finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Forrest. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. No one near him. Again, the Hawks good for 2. 1:33 left to play here in the third. And a deep three from VanVleet. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Barnes looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. 1:11 left in the third. Forrest passes to Bogdanovic, and Bogdanovic throws it down.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
And the Raptors call time here. Martin's checked in for Scotty Barnes. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Banton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trent kicks to Barton. Pass to Boucher. Okongwu grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Griffin. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 4. Forrest passes to Okongwu. And they're pushing it up. Barton wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, his game is all about speed. He gets out quickly on the break there and finishes that too.
Manton, the pass to Trent. Wide open look. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Well, when Bay is coming at you like that with that kind of momentum, tough for the defense to interfere.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Collins and Capella man the post position. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Young pass to Collins and finished off by Collins.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Trent kicks to Boucher. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Lob pass to Capella. Young finds Capella. Young looking it over. Capella inside. Pass to Hunter. Murray outside. To the middle and stolen by Achua. And here again, the Raptors in transition. Up the court they go. Toronto calls timeout. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Burton. Young passes to Capella. Good D by Anunoby. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Van Vliet.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
Poke loose. Nice break. Here come the Raptors. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
There's a screen by Collins. Here's Young. Collins kicks to Young. 5 to shoot. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The big man coming through. Collins delivering. That's the big fella.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. To take the lead. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Collins finds Young. From deep. Here's Capella. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the Hawks with possession. The lead is 2, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Here's Anunoby. Can't get the 3 to fall. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Now, only minutes to go, and these are the moments that Trey lives for. It's all on him. Stepping to the line, in the spotlight. Ice Trey doesn't melt here.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's Van Vliet. Off the inbound pass. Rebound by Murray. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. From deep three-point range, off on that one. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Beginning at
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. So here's Portland's starting group. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred VanVleet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Lillard with the ball. VanVleet covering.
Scotty Barnes. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Well, Smitty, VanVleet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard, a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby, and that one is stuffed right through.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
VanVleet against Lillard. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Siakam.
Length and quickness allows Grant to be a Swiss Army knife at the defensive end.
Back to Lillard. Toronto grabs the miss.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Anunoby for 3. They get it again. Hurdle. And that one good.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. Barnes with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
It's stolen by Nurkic. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lillard outside to the inside. Nurkic passes to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Grant in the post, working on Siakam. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Now here's Anunoby. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Better facing up than back to the basket. Steal. Anunoby gets it done from the mid-range.
Anunoby against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard right side. Back to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
I love it. Nurkic rattling the iron.
And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Nurkic, a screen on VanVleet. Here's Lillard, and the dunk by Lillard.
Pick and roll action, get Lillard the ball, and let him make a play.
Siakam against Grant. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Great strength from Jakob Poeltl, able to take the hit and still score. Impressive. You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria. Jakob Poeltl is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Now here's Lillard. Outside for Grant. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from deep. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam, slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Grant's shot is off. Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Lillard. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And we've reached the end.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, U16.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Anunoby for 3. That one is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. Lillard outside. Oh, deflected. Here's Thibault. And he buries his first look.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Up top, Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2. Van Vliet's got his first basket. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Outside for Grant. Pass to Thibault. Lillard outside. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
I love how crafty Damian Lillard is inside, finding a way past the D into his shot.
And that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
BA, he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Lillard passes to Nurkic. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Van Vliet outside. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Speed and power on display from Barnes on that dunk.
Right wing. Nurkic passes to Grant. Lillard with the ball. Back to Grant. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And here they come. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Martin comes in for Scotty Barnes. Trent, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Banton in for Van Vliet. Boucher finds Achua. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
How about the commitment from Nurkic? Phenomenal job taking the hit and scoring through it.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Outside for Boucher. Knocks down the long J. Boucher's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Chris Boucher, when he's in the zone, his accuracy can be impressive.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Reddish comes in for Thibault.
Drew Eubanks. Cameron Reddish.
The Raptors with a lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Achua with a screen on Lillard. Wing shot on the way. Banton can't get it to go.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Eubanks. Back to Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
Boucher outside.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
At the line.
First free throw is good.
You know, from what I've heard, Chris Boucher has a great attitude about his game. And he always looking for ways to improve.
For Portland, they've gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Boucher a screen on Lillard. Over to the wing. Achua with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Lillard comes with a double. Back to Achua. Toronto calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Martin outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Grant's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lillard. Inside.
Shooting for Portland. Drew Eubanks. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Raptors out.
26. The Trailblazers, 23.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Jusuf Nurkic displaying his skills today.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Siakam, the pass to Anunoby, goes up again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
It goes on Jeremy Grant.
OG's a tricky cover, has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Simons, and there's the drive.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Van Vliet against Lillard. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. 4-3.
Tough defensively. Lillard is a guy who can shut down offenses.
Portland trailing here. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Simons passes to Thibault. And it's Simons penetrating.
Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Anthony Simons.
And it's tied up with that one.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Pirtle's got 9 points. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries open the door.
And BA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum most of that season, and Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
And so here's Portland, trailing by 2. Here's Lillard. That shot off. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Siakam outside. From the high post. And that one hits the back iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Putting points up all over the place. Nurkic is having a night.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum are no longer teammates. CJ sent to New Orleans.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Siakam with it, picked up by Grant. Back to Van Vliet. Driving to the basket, goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. Van Vliet knows how to create separation.
Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, BA. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and CJ.
And an intentional foul right there. The Raptors making a switch here. Barton's checked in.
Personal foul. 13 foul. Coming onto the floor.
Now here's Van Vliet. Down low. Tipped. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Damian Lillard picks one up.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Achua's checked in for Pirtle. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Barton. And it's Ben in for Fred VanVleet. Nurkic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Once Nurkic gets established, the D must foul him. Great work earning the whistle there.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Back to Trent. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Good decision from Chris Boucher, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Lillard passes to Thibault. And here's Simons outside. They grab their own miss. And here's Grant from the arc. No good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
56 seconds left in the third. Here's Boucher. It's good. And it's a 5-point Toronto lead.
Chris Boucher's coaches and teammates love seeing this. They know how efficient he can be inside.
Shot by Nurkic, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A 2020 first-round pick. Precious Achiuwa was traded before his second year in the league.
You know, it's interesting, B.A., going from Miami to Toronto in the Kyle Lowry deal. It's rare to trade a guy after his rookie year, but Precious, he had a great second year.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside for Grant. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Lillard's got 12.
Flashing that limitless range once again. Lillard is a phenomenal shooter.
Boucher a screen on Simons. Here's Trent. And the Raptors call time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
It's Barnes on the wing.
He went way up.
And he dumps it down.
Hello, Scotty Barnes throws it down. Okay, young fella.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Raptors. They lead by 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Chris Boucher, also Barnes out there. Gary Trent is out there with Precious Achiuwa, and it's Benton in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Achiuwa. Pascal Siakam comes in for Boucher. OG Anunoby's checked in for Trent. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Benton. Simons is checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Sharp. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team, and he had plenty of confidence. He told his players, we've worn those guys down. We can take advantage of it. We're not going away until the last second. Let's see how they respond. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Shot clock at 6. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. Shot from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard outside. There's a screen by Nurkic. It's Lillard with the drive. And the dunk by Lillard.
How about that finish from Dame? Going up with force right there.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. Counted from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Anunoby against Lillard. The open shot, Nurkic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nurkic, the big fella, showing his quick shooting ability.
Siakam with a screen on Simons. Here's Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam. Simons with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Offensive rebound. Here's Siakam. Deflected.
Nice defensive reflexes from Jeremy Grant, able to get in there and throw off that shot.
Grant with a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Grant. Back to Lillard. Nurkic, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Lillard. Toronto grabs the miss. Bertle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Simons. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. Here's Van Vliet. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Van Vliet's got 8 points in the quarter.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
On target from range.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Thibault with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Tipped.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots.
Nurkic finds Simons. Back to Nurkic. Simons outside to take the lead. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Firing with confidence, Simons continues to flourish when given the opportunity.
Hurdle with a screen on Lillard. Here's Van Vliet. Hurdle, pass to Van Vliet. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Nurkic. Simons with it. He's guarded by Barnes. Nurkic a screen on Barnes. Simons uneasy too on the layup.
He must have ice in his veins. Simons pushes out all distractions and drops the clutch shot.
And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Out to Lillard. Nurkic against Van Vliet. Yeah!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Barnes. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Kept alive. Here's Pirtle. Anunoby for 3. Misses the tray. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
You know it's game time. He really comes alive in these moments.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're losing by 5. Only 2 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
on 2K Sports. Along, hey Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That one drops for him.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Lillard against Young. Pass to Thibault. Back to Lillard. And Simons has it in the corner. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around. Just make sure you score.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The shot off that time, and the Trailblazers going the other way. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. And it seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future. And the zero Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Passes it to Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Young passes to Collins. Stolen by Grant. And here we go. Here's Thibault. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Murray kicks to Capella. Collins passes to Young. Collins setting the big for Young. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 4. The pass to Thibault. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
Collins passes to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Collins. And the layup is good. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thibault was the college defensive player of the year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
Inside. Lillard against Young. kicks to Murray. Back to Young. Over Thibault. And the shot is long.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Lillard outside. Grant outside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Talked to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young with no one around. It's good from long range. Young's got 9.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Nurkic a screen on Murray. Pass to Nurkic. Puts the move on and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
And stolen by Thibault. No good that time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Blazers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on it.
Murray is the shooting guard. Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Young in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Simon's playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. And the Hawks with possession here. 9-point game. And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum with a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simon. So they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now. It just comes at you in a little bit different package. Good job with Simons not hesitating. It just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
There's the pick. Young for 3. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard against Murray. And the rejection by Collins.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Grant with a screen on Murray. Kicks it out to Grant. Young against Simon. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
They're trying to space the floor there. You know, Nurkic did not hit a three-point shot in his first 4 seasons in the league.
Young, right side. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Grant. Over to the wing. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Collins. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And stolen by Murray. And he commits the intentional foul.
Matisse Thybulle. His first. Team first.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Murray outside. Fires from deep. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Okongwu hacks in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Simons surveying the D to the wing right side from past the arc. Hunter grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
Here's Lillard in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Forrest, covered by Lillard. Here's Forrest. He dishes it to Griffin. 4 on the clock. Bogdanovich passes to Bay. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard, right side. And it's Thibault in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
Here's Forrest. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one off the back iron and out. It's tipped. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Bay, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that. Thanks so much, David.
Put your hands together. From the Jabberwockies.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if you were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Little out there with Cameron Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Lillard's drive and what he gives to this locker room is undeniable.
Forrest passes to Bogdanovich. Here's the break. Pass to Sharp. Passes to Eubanks. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard, right side. Wants to get it to Reddish and does.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Team starter.
So it's Portland now. The lead is 15. Now, here's Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And this offensive system, Brett, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the case of emergency break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Griffin passes to Okongwu.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And this team relies on that kind of production coming at the hands of Damian Lillard.
Here's Forrest. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Okongwu with it. Feeds it to Griffin. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Lillard kicks to Little. Sharp the pass to Reddish. Here's Eubanks. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. The pass to Eubanks. No good on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Forrest. Back to Bay. Trying to get something going.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Saddiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, Saddiq Bey has so many intriguing parts about his game. If he can remain a consistent three-point shooter, he's going to do some damage in this league.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Nasir Little. Oh!
No way. Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Young from outside. Here's Capella. Bay passes to Young. To Bay, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. Portland leading by 17. Lillard attacking. Collins grabs the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Damian Lillard, his first team starter.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Murray the pass to Hunter. Nurkic with the steal. Now Simons. He's got 8. Here's Lillard driving in, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And here's Young from the arc. Hawks for the new shot clock. Capella kicks to Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. Offensive rebound. Capella dishes to Collins. Knocked away. And here is Simon.
Simons is not going to back down offensively. He just plays with aggressiveness. He's a guy you have a hard time not fouling.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Young inside. Defended by Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Lob pass to Capella. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Misses, and the dry spell continues. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young for 3, and it's Portland with the rebound. Thibault, the pass to Simons. He kicks to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
I love Dame's attitude. If the D is going to back up like that, that shot's no problem.
Young looking around. Fade away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thibault kicks to Grant. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Grant. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Simons with the ball and guarded by Capella. Lillard misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Outside Collins. Capella sets a screen for Collins. To the inside. The kick out to Young. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Capella. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it down. Capella's got his first basket.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Lillard against Murray. And it's Lillard missing. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Collins. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Lillard from deep 3-point land. Portland no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 20. And Murray, here we go. Kicks it out to Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Simons against Young. Collins in the post. Over Grant. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Grant with a screen on Murray. No good from Grant. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him. Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And that one's good. Lillard
and they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
A nice shot by Young.
When you hit a three on Young, you can expect him to come right back at you.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Lillard. From deep. That shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
starting 5. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
That's good from 17 feet.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper.
Here's Anunoby driving inside.
And just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Yeah, he's not just trying to score. He's trying to embarrass someone. Young from long range gets the 3 ball to go.
Known for his long-range shooting, when Young gets some wiggle room, he fires with confidence.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's VanVleet. And Young with the block. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. To the wing, right side. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah, you know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club. I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Young. Inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Siakam. The kick out to VanVleet to win the run. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Young from long range. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Good.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Here's Young. 6 points for him. Fades back. They get it back. They kick it out to Murray. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Hunter. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look. And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. Like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And here's the fast break from behind the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Here's Young. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. From deep. Siakam pulls down the board. Toronto's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Back to VanVleet. From deep three-point range. The shot no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. 34 seconds left in the first. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. The fadeaway. Goes back up. Excellent D there from Siakam.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Now Pirtle, guarded by Capella. And now the Hawks on the break. Stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet outside. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young with it. Pass to Capella. Now Collins. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Siakam.
How about the defense of Pascal Siakam? This guy likes making it tough on the offensive player.
Here's Van Vliet, and he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Now Young. He has 6. Lets the 3 fly. Pirtle grabs a miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet on the wing. Here's Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Second chance effort. The shot by Pirtle no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Outside Murray. The 3 is up. Collins against Siakam. Collins passes to Murray. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The kick to Hunter. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Left side Murray. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. 13 feet out. Here's Collins. And Anunoby pulls it down. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Van Vliet misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Young drawing the double team. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Doris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Pass to Benton. Shoots over Young. Benton can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Collins with the jam.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Boucher a screen on Hunter. Back to Barton. Into the lane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Capella.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Barton. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Trent, the pass to Achua. Trent outside. Back to Achua. Pass to Trent. From deep. And again, Toronto, no good. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. 1 minute left in the second. Offensive rebound. Now Bogdanovich. Picked up by Okongwu. Out to the right wing. Griffin passes to Bogdanovich. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .43 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. He takes it in. Benton, good. 35 seconds left in the first half. The Hawks leading. Bay outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Bay. Fires from 14. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Trent from long range. The shot misses. Here's Okongwu. Back to Bay. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Allie, as always, thank
The Raptors, 16.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, you got to like what John Collins has done in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for the Raptors right now, we've got Chris Boucher. He's out there with Will Barton. Gary Trent is out there with Achua. And it's Benton in at the point guard position. First one falls for him.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achua, guys, to me the talent is a big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
And the Raptors making a change here. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Boucher. Barnes comes in for Barton. And Anunoby, he's checked in for Trent. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Banton. Pass to Griffin. Back to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. Free throw line jumper. Here's Okongwu. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Toronto trailing. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Bay pulls it down. And Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achua early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
Here's Siakam, and the layup is good off the glass. Siakam's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Here's Forrest. Bay finds Bogdanovich. They set the screen. Can't cash it in from close range. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Tries to break his ice.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Brad Van Vliet.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his third foul of the game.
Team first.
Outside Young. On the clock. Pass to Capella. Over Achua. And no good, trying to use the glass. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, what a clever decision there by Pascal Siakam. Sticks with the shot and wins a trip to the free throw line.
Siakam hits them both.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
Outside Young, and that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his 4th foul of the contest. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Young. Clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. He drops it from range. Young's got 9 points. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. To the inside. They kick it out to Murray. And here's Hunter for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Siakam with a screen on Young. Pass to Siakam. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. Young finds Collins. The kick to Hunter. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Well, great job to put it on the deck and draw the contact. You can see the versatility of Pascal Siakam's game.
And the Raptors with some changes. Barton, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Anunoby, and it's Ben in for Fred Van Vliet. Young, the pass to Collins. The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. 13 feet out. That one a little long. And here's Siakam for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Hawks on top. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. There's Young with the 3. Martin pulls it in. Now the Raptors with it. 8-point game. Benton. He buries it from 3.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Trent, the pass to Achua. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Barnes comes in for Barton. Anunoby, he's checked in for Trent. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Banton. And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. The 3 from Barnes. Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. There's Young with the 3. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to VanVleet. To tie it up. Boucher, left side. Fires, high post. Second chance shot. Anunoby for 3. Sinks it from distance. And that makes it a tie ball game.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Young against Anunoby. Hunter on the wing. Back to Young. A shot to stop the run. Capella, the second chance points on the tip in.
Oh, Capella stays ready. I mean, he's not his team's top scoring option, but he makes plays when he needs to.
Pass to Anunoby. Boucher outside. The 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 9 rebounds now. Anunoby against Young. And here's Collins. Back to Young. Collins outside. The Hawks need to get one up here. From 12 feet. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Hawks lead by 2.
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
Boucher on the screen. VanVleet misses.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Young with it. VanVleet covering. And Young draws the double. Collins passes to Hunter. Here's Murray. The kick to Hunter. Launches it. Outside Young. Capella. Money.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
VanVleet outside. For 3. Boucher passes to VanVleet. Boucher a screen on Young. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And again, Toronto no good.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
outside Murray. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. From deep three-point range. That shot, no good. From deep. And the miss. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out to the...